Hi, in this video on the BeagleBoard with OpenCV using Python, I continue where I left last time, and last time I added comments and I wrote everything that was a result from something to the hard drive, so I could just look where it possibly could go wrong. That in the final image I have a nice colored bordered image, but that the black and white to which it is adjacent is only half an image. And this is where my search for the problem or for the cause of the problem continues. And by experimenting a bit around rotation, I tried to do for the DST6 column and row multiply by 2, so I get a different result from proc 16 and proc 14 and 15. And although I get an error here around comp, it is remarkable that here for proc 14 I get now a much larger black field but with a complete image, and translated back is the complete image. So apparently I used too few columns and rows. So now I have to find out what I have to change here to make it all work. So let's experiment a little bit to get rid of this error. If I reduce the columns by 2, divide them by 2, then this is the result. So by reducing the number of rows, then I will get back to the upper half, most likely. So let's do that once again. Yes. And what we get is, interestingly, it shifts down. So I multiply them back, run the code, and indeed, so I should actually shift it up. However, this is right after the rotation, and the question is what will happen if I translate everything up. This is the X value. If I reduce this to 0, what will happen? Just experimenting again. Nothing much so far, except that it is more to the right now. It's now really centered. Let's put it back a little bit. No change. What happens if we change here? No change either, as far as I can see. But something has to be done here. Let's change this back to 60 and multiply this and see what happens. So far nothing happens that I can see, and it's still, but in this case I should look at 15, of course. See, and that is a difference. So I change this back. I reduce the number of rows, back to the original, and that is the translation. But now I do have here the complete picture. So the question is, how do I get rid of this part? If I divide them by 2, let's see how that works out. And see, that was the solution. So now I have the complete picture with some trial and error, and it completely works. And that is a very nice learning experience. So now I have full pictures, color and black and white next to each other, which makes curious to other effects of OpenCV, which are plenty and which I can apply to this series of experiments maybe putting other effects next under it. Anyway, this was a very nice experiment, and next time who knows what will be in store. Thank you for watching, and to be continued.